So if your salary stopped today, how long would you survive? I'm not asking an emotional question, but I'm asking a financial one. Let's say 1 month, maybe 3 months, or a year, or maybe 2 years. Most working professionals never calculate this number because salary feels absolutely permanent. It comes every month, on time, and just like oxygen. So we assume that it will always be there. And meanwhile, your investment app shows green numbers, markets are up, portfolio is growing, and the charts keep on rising. And it feels like you're becoming wealthy. But here's the uncomfortable truth: growth on a screen is not the same as money in your bank account. Because unrealized gains cannot pay rent, they cannot pay EMIs, and they cannot even pay school fees for your kids. And that's why many high income professionals still feel financially stressed. Hi, I'm Suresh Shankar Biswas, and over the last several years, I have focused on building income systems, not just assets that grow, but assets that pay. And there's a difference most people miss. There are two types of money in your life. First type is growth money. This is your long term equity investment, your mutual funds, your retirement corpus, and your compounding portfolio. And its job is to expand your net worth over a period of time. It's important, it's powerful, and it's necessary, no denying that. But it is designed for later. The second type is income money. This is the money that comes to your account regularly without depending on your daily effort. It could be rent, dividends, business income, digital assets, or some kind of structured system that pays you on an ongoing basis. And this is where the real gap exists because most people build growth money. Very few intentionally build income money. So their net worth rises, but their dependency never reduces. If they stop working, the system stops paying. And that is not financial freedom at all. Rather, that is high performance employment. Now, let me clarify something important. I'm not saying that growth investing is wrong. I'm not saying you should liquidate everything and chase high yield. Both extremes are dangerous. But what I'm saying is that wealth is incomplete if it cannot sustain you without your job. And a simple question changes everything. How many months can I survive without working? When you answer that honestly, you stop being impressed by portfolio screenshots and you start focusing on durability. Because real wealth is not about big numbers, it's about time. Time without panic, time without forced decisions, and time without financial pressure. Because when your assets generate even partial monthly income that pays your bills, something powerful happens. You start negotiating differently at work. You invest with patience. You do not panic during market corrections, and you don't say yes to everything out of fear. That income creates stability, and growth at the same time creates expansion. And you need both. But the sad part is most people overbuild expansion and underbuild stability. That's why they look rich but feel fragile. And fragility is expensive. So instead of asking how I can double my portfolio, start asking how can I convert part of my assets into predictable monthly cash flow. And that shift changes strategy. Because now you're not just chasing returns, you're designing resilience. Because financial independence is not about quitting work tomorrow, it's about having the option to do so. And options, my friend, come from recurring income, not from screenshots. If this perspective helped you think differently about your money, that's already a step forward. And if you want to understand how assets can be structured responsibly to create real monthly income in the Indian context, not theory, not hype, but practical systems, comment passive income below to send me a message. And let's move from paper wealth to functional wealth. Because true freedom is not about how much you have. Rather, it's about how long you can live without needing permission to earn. I'll see you in the next video.